I talked about belief. I talked about well, let me go through again. You are enough. That's what it was yesterday. Today, I want to tip a hand to podcast that's re-releasing today. The ninth episode of the Impact Driven Leader podcast was an interview conversation I had with Dr. Caroline Leaf, the author of Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess. And one of the things that revisiting that, it was a lot of fun to revisit and go back in time. This was an interview I did almost 2 years ago, year and 9 months ago, released in March of 2021. And one of the things that I picked up in going through that episode is how your brain reacts to toxic thoughts. Think about a toxic thought of I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not athletic enough, I'm not talented enough, I'm not enough, whatever, all those toxic thoughts that we have about ourselves. You know how your brain reacts to that? The same way your body does when it's invaded by a virus. It activates your immune system and it says, go attack it. Your brain attacks toxic thoughts just like your body attacks a virus. It's the same response. Now, this is what I postulate, and this is what I wonder. Is that how, when we have toxic thoughts, we allow toxic thoughts to overcome us, and we become physically and mentally sick? You think about go into a tough situation, you go into a difficult situation, all these toxic thoughts run through your mind, and how physically ill sometimes you get. How that can actually be driven by your thoughts. Now, this is one of the other pieces that I learned reviewing that podcast, that interview, and cleaning up your mental mess, is you can take control over those toxic thoughts. And this is where I'm going to jump here with my thought of the day. I'm going to share this with you. It's this: asking why I feel this way. Asking why you have the toxic thoughts that you have. Asking why I feel this way is the gateway to self-awareness. I believe that. I believe that a lot of our thoughts are drivers to our insecurity. And if we stop and ask ourselves, wait a sec, why do I have this thought? Why do I have this feeling? Where does this come from? What experience brought this? What experience, what information, what spurring from someone else brought this thought? That creates the gateway to self-awareness, to start investigating and asking why it is what it is. See, Dr. Caroline Leaf in her book, Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess, gives 5 steps to understanding and cleaning up your brain and your toxic thoughts. And that's one of them: asking why I feel this way. I encourage you to think about this, to even when those thoughts come into your mind, say, well, why do I feel this way? Why do I think this is the case? I imagine it's going to be very enlightening for you. Thanks for being here.